WCBI News at 5 starts now.
After months of voicing their concerns over the controversial state flag, several Mississippi State students are saying enough is enough. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Cassulo. Andrea has the evening off. Dozens of MSU students marched and held signs with their opinions on having the state flag removed from campus. They then camped outside of Lee Hall for a sit-in protest. Students say they voiced their concerns about the flag to President Mark Keenum before, but feel things have been taken lightly. However, Keenum says he shares the same goal as the students and wants the flag removed. Right now, the flag still remains on campus. Keenum says he wants to respect the flag and work through the correct process to change it. A Mississippi attorney is even filing a lawsuit over the state flag. He calls it offensive, saying it's causing him undue stress and anxiety. Melody Dodson has the details.
Judge make a
Holcomb man pleads no contest in an aggravated animal cruelty case. WCBI's Tom Ebel joins us now live from Chickasaw County with the details. Tom? All right, thanks, Tom, for that live report. Now to today's legal line. Our topic, laws on the books concerning animal cruelty in Mississippi. Legal analyst Jeff Hosford from the Hosford Law Firm joins us now live in our studio. And Jeff, what are Mississippi's animal cruelty laws?
Well, there's a general animal cruelty law that involves people abusing or being inhumane to animals.
So what is the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony?
A misdemeanor simply means you cannot do more than 1 year in jail.
And could there be more serious charges for, a dogfighting case, for example?
Obviously, the dogfighting case, you might be subjected to gambling charges and other charges too.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff. And of course, if you have a legal question for him, just email us at legalline@wcbi.com. A Columbus man is in jail on burglary charges. Officers responded to a home on 5th Avenue South last Thursday after getting a call about a break-in. Columbus police have since arrested Hollis Brewer. Brewer was charged with burglary and his bond was set at $30,000. Now let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson with a first look at your forecast. All right, thanks, Keith. Some candidates who lost in the Aberdeen City election primary want to review the ballots. City Clerk Jackie Benson says the review will take place tomorrow morning. Some candidates have questions about the April 5th election, but Benson says the review won't change the outcome of the races. A lawsuit would have to be filed before any action could be taken concerning those results. Legislation has been filed that would pave the way for a tourism tax in Boonville. Senator J.P. Wildman filed Senate Bill 2966. The legislation would allow Boonville aldermen to levy a tourism tax of up to 2% on prepared foods and beverages at restaurants and grocery stores. Funds would be used for specific projects, such as helping fund the Prentiss County Development Association, improving local parks, and matching various grants. Mayor Derek Blythe says the tourism tax would help the city benefit from thousands of local college students who eat at local restaurants. In order to pass, the tourism tax must have at least 60% of the vote at the ballot box. Work will soon resume on a Tupelo building that partially collapsed. This two-story building on Front Street partially collapsed last Friday. One construction worker suffered a broken leg and a broken rib. Engineers say a combination of strong winds and inadequate bracing on the upper floor caused the partial collapse. Attorney Kenneth Mayfield, who owns the building, says the city has rescinded the stop work order and construction should resume soon. Mayfield says plans call for the building to house a furniture store. Local first responders, EMA directors, and police officers and many more are coming together today for some unique training. The program is called TransCare and is hosted by the Kansas City Southern Railway Company. WCBI's Alyssa Martin was there for some of the training today. She joins us now live in the studio with the details. Alyssa? All right, thanks, Alyssa. Some Columbus High School and college students are giving back to their community. Some students from West Lowndes High School and Mississippi University for Women were at Loaves and Fishes today to help feed the homeless and other residents in need. It's part of Global Youth Service Day, an annual event where young volunteers from all over give back to their communities. Global Youth Service Day is usually observed in April. Business leaders, local elected officials, and other professionals walk a mile in a teacher's shoes. The Starkville-Oktibbeha County School District hosted its first ever Educator for a Day. The guest teachers spent the entire day in a classroom experiencing firsthand the successes and challenges facing students and teachers in the school district. From carpool duty to instruction to hallway monitoring, residents got a firsthand and authentic look at a teacher's daily duties. School district employees hope the collaboration will strengthen ties within the community. And WCBI's very own Andrea Self was a guest teacher at Armstrong Middle School. She assisted in Mallory Carlisle's U.S. history class. The school plans to make this an annual event. Coming up, the nation's presidential contenders are taking advantage of their last few days of campaigning ahead of New York's primary election. We'll have the latest from the campaign trail after the break. Welcome back, everyone. New York is the place to be right now if you're a presidential candidate ahead of next week's primary there. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton may be leading their party's races, but the other contenders are taking advantage of 6 days left of campaigning. Kenneth Craig has the latest. The political focus will stay northeast after Tuesday's New York primary. The following Tuesday, 5 other states in the northeast and mid-Atlantic will hold their voting contests. Another cool day outside, but when will it start to feel like spring again? Keith takes another look at your forecast after the break.
Early part of next week.
Coming up, we'll talk everything basketball, from coaching news to big additions to Mississippi State and Ole Miss next season. That's all next in sports.
A little bit warmer next week, though. So cool now, a little bit warmer coming.
At least the weekend looks good.
That's critical at this point, yes.
There we go. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 6.